Hey everyone, welcome to Excel Carols. Today we will go through the aggregate function of MS Excel, which is a must if you are dealing with numbers or if you are working with finances and many more. Here we have a set of expenses borne by a startup and we want to get a sum of all these expenses. Let's use the sum formula to do that. We have to select a range and we have an error. This is because we have errors in two of the entries in our dataset. The sum function does take into account all the cells in the given range to calculate the value. In case we want to ignore the cells having errors, we should consider using the aggregate formula. Put an equal sign, start typing aggregate, use the tab key. Now you see you have a list of aggregations. We need the sum over here, so we will double click on the sum. You can also type 9 and we have ignore options. So you have ignore, nested, subtotal and aggregate functions and many more. Subtotal is basically an older version of the aggregate, just that it is not flexible enough. Over here we need to ignore the error values, so we will select ignore error values. Let's simply type 6. Put a comma. Now we have to enter a range. Let's enter the range, close bracket, press enter, and you see we have the aggregate value over here. Let's make it a look little better. There we go. And see, if we select all the values, we have the same number over here, which is the sum. The advantage of aggregate function is that we can make it dynamic as per our requirements. For example, we want to see the sum of depreciation expenses only. So we'll filter the depreciation entries and the other entries will be hidden. Let's modify the aggregate formula a little. Put an equal sign, start typing aggregate. We have it before us. Since we will be calculating the sum, let's select sum. Put a comma. Now we have to modify the ignore options. Since we will be hiding the other rows and keep only the depreciation rows, let's select ignore hidden rows and error values by pressing 7. Put a comma, enter the range, close bracket and press enter. Now if we want to see the depreciation values only, let's apply a filter. Select depreciation and you see our aggregate value has changed, which is the sum of only depreciation expenses. Let's take another example. Here we have the production data for the first quarter of the year 2003 of a unit, and we are interested in finding the average production during the first quarter. Note that these sums are calculated using the aggregate function. So to calculate the required average, we have to get the average of these set of data. So let's start typing aggregate. This time we will have to select the average option, put a comma. Now we will have to select the ignore option. So here, since we have subtotal or aggregate functions used in between the range, we have to select ignore nested subtotal and aggregate functions. Let's type 0, put a comma. Now select the range, close the bracket, press enter, and we have 6475. Let's make it look a little better. There we go. So 6475 is basically the average of these set of numbers. Let's cross verify, and yes, we have average 6475, which is the average of these set of numbers. Hope you find the video useful. If you do, please like and share the video. Put your feedback in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to get all the notifications.